What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys today because, of course, we got a plethora of new cards coming out of Photon Hypernova, and I know you guys want to hear me talk about these cards, so we're gonna move right along because Icejade players, you're getting your synchro monster. You're getting your synchro monster. I know many of you are excited. Yeah, you're getting your synchro monster, and she looks pretty badass. And the image that you see right here is actually the image of the spell card that the Ice Jays are getting, which features their new monster. And I don't know what the other monster is. I want to say maybe that's a Oh, I don't know what this monster is. This monster could be so many things. But let's see what it fits into. Oh, maybe it's. Oh, you know what? I see the branded Ice Jade monster right here. So is this like a Desperia monster and they're fighting the Desperia monster? That could be it. Ooh, I love it when the lore of cards gets. I love it when lore gets told through cards. That is one of my favorite things about this card game. Wish the cards were good. Anyway, so new Ice Jade cards we have. First off is Ice Jade uh Jimmer. And I'm sorry if I am pronouncing this incorrectly, but I do believe that's how it's pronounced. This is a level 10 water attribute aqua type synchro monster with 3k attack, 1500 defense. Requirements are 1 water tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. You only use the effect. The first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. Quick effect. You can make face-up monsters you control unable to be destroyed or banished by your opponent's card effects for the rest of his turn. Then, if this effect is activated in response to the activation of an opponent's card or an effect, you can banish all cards with the name of their card of theirs on the field or in the graveyard. Okay. And then the second effect is if cards are banished by an opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can such summon this card. There's some kanji and stuff in here. TL note, uh, the title of Empress was an homage to the TCG Coral. Oh, Cosmoclore's name, but in lore, Cosmoclore passes the title on to Archetype. This card, however, uses less common kanji instead of the one for Empress. This is very similar to the Empress kanji. Oh, actually, yeah, they are. Because that's Empress right there, but it doesn't have the moon symbol. But the mouth reticle, meaning to wail or cry, fitting for Arjun as becoming the new princess after the collapse of the Iron Citadel and the loss of Empress Cosmoclore. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that explains why she's in the form she's in now. Because now she's fighting to get revenge for her fallen empress, and now she's taking on the role of empress herself. Okay. Next up is the Great Ice Jade Manifestation, known in translation as the Great Ice Jade Sword Appearance. Normal spell card. You only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. Um, if there is a monster on your opponent's side of the field and or in their graveyard and you control a water monster, you can take one Ice Jade monster from your deck and either send it to the graveyard or special summon it. If a face-up Ice Jade monster you control leaves the field by your opponent, except being destroyed and during the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one card your opponent controls and banish it. Okay, so it's either a Foolish Burial or a Special Summon. And then it has the ability to banish. But your monster has to leave the field except being destroyed. Um, okay, that makes sense. So it has to be removed. So it has to leave the field by a card effect, or it has to be destroyed by a card effect. Oh no, it can't except by being destroyed and except during the battle. That makes like you could have just said except for being destroyed in excluding the damage step. Okay, but I guess clarification of words. Cause yeah, this is a hot mess. but I guess if you read it correctly, it's basically supposed to mean that the monster has to not be destroyed. Is what's going on with this. Like if the monster was, um, I'm sorry. Let me speak it that again. The second effect of this card is basically stating if your Icejade monsters leave the field by your opponent, either they're being removed from the field, if they're being banished, or they're being removed from the field overall, except by being destroyed. Then you can banish this card to then target an opponent's card and then banish it. So basically, they want you to force your opponent to have to remove your cards without being destroyed. Which I don't know. I guess that's a good takeaway from this, but I feel like most people are just going to use it for. Excuse me. The other effect that this card has, which is of course to um, get your water monster. You can need to just control a water monster. You can either search for take an Icejade and put it in the grave, or such a summon it. Which I believe, do Icejades have a tuner? Because it might work out for them if they have a tuner, and then they can synchro summon into the into Agarin, and that way Agarin can have her effects and stuff go off. Agarin's artwork looks pretty. It really does. But yeah, so my whole synopsis of this is, hey, look, power cards. Some really good, useful setup in power cards. I don't know too much. Excuse me. About the Icejades. I just know that they look really, really pretty, and that they are very, very pretty looking monsters. And they're awesome. And now hearing more of their story, yeah, I think that if I'm not mistaken, the Icejades are part of the dual terminal story. They're just more so on the side that follows as Albaz is taking his journey, while Ecclesia is on her other side taking her side of the journey. Because I think Albaz is the one that's focusing on the Sprig, the dogmatic, the Sprig, the his own archetype, and then the branded and the not Dogmatica, because I think everybody in the middle of Dogmatica in Tri Brigade, and then the Sprague and stuff, and then of course you have the um what is it, the Despa. The Despa is what we're at in the middle of the things, which is like I said, if this following new dual terminal lore, they're just basically ascending on things, unless they're like gonna go back to focusing on, um, well, I know because Gishki stuff. So yeah, it's very very weird with the dual terminal series, but it's nice to see that they're incorporating some new stories, even though we don't have a legitimate main Yu-Gi-Oh story to follow up on, if that makes any sense. But I like the new cards, the new artwork. We're gonna have a new boss monster soon, Icejade. So at least that's something, guys. So let me wrap up this video while I'm just prolonging things. So let me know what you guys think about the new Icejade spell and the new Icejade synchro monster. What do you guys like about the setup and lore that's following behind them? Don't forget to leave all that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as of course it helps out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell so you can be informed of when I do upload more content. And social media links are in the description box below, so if you guys want to interact with me on stuff like Twitter, Facebook, and more, they are in the links below. Thanks everybody for watching. HPJ signing out. Take care.